Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, I want her, but she's taken. Got an email here from a viewer. He says, "Hi Corey, my name is," I'm not going to say his name, "I'm a 29-year-old guy from Canada, and I've been following your videos, so I thought I would see if you had some insight into my little situation. Last year I met this woman who is older than me, and we struck a friendship and have really gotten to know each other better. Over the past 12 months, I've developed feelings for her, and I know that she has put me firmly in the friends zone." Well, that sounds like a really fun place to be. How's the case of blue balls working out for you, bud? He says, she currently has a boyfriend who she says she's in love with. Oh, that could be a problem. They share nothing in common, and he doesn't even get her. Not to mention, they spend no time together at all. Currently, she sees me at least twice a week, if not more. I'm in love with this woman, and I have no idea how to tell her. What do you think I should do in this situation? Your thoughts would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Well, it really sounds like the situation you're in sucks, because here's the thing, and this is like a prime example. I talk about this all the time, and I used to do this when I was younger, so I'm not sitting here calling the kettle black, but I used to do the same thing. It's like you meet a girl, you like her, and at least for me, like when I was younger, you don't really have much going on in your personal life, and you meet this one person, and you develop a friendship, and they like, hey, I'm really in love with my boyfriend, and things are great. But yet when you're around her, all she does is bitch and complain about him and how things aren't going well, or he doesn't spend enough time with her, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. But at the end of the day, she said a key word, I'm in love with him. And that's the thing. It's like you hear that, it's like a red flag going by, and it just, it just goes right over your head, and you don't even acknowledge it, like it's unimportant. But the point being is that, and it's like guys do the same thing. It's like, oh, he says they have nothing in common. He doesn't even get her. He doesn't know her as well as I do. Well, he knows her a lot better intimately than you do. I can tell you that, because he's the one that's fucking her, and you are not. You're the guy with the blue balls. You're the guy who's basically become her male girlfriend. And see, the danger when you get involved with women like this is that it totally takes you out of the game. And so he says, last year, so you've probably known this girl for what, a whole year? So a whole year of your personal life has been on hold with this particular woman, thinking that you're going to have something with her. And what's interesting is, like, you look at how we get into these things. Like, for me, I used to get in these kinds of situations and go along with being the friend, because I figure, hey, I'm going to get my shot someday. And so you go along with it. And what's interesting is, like, looking back on my life, when I used to do this shit when I was in my 20s, because I'm about to be 43 in a few months, I used to do the same thing, and you get all hung up on somebody. And what's interesting is, like, in a way, because my mother was very cold and emotionally distant, she didn't hug us, she didn't kiss us, she didn't say I love you, she didn't say I was proud of you. My dad was the same way, and everybody in the whole family was like that. So it's like at Christmas time, holidays, birthdays, you don't get hugs, you don't get kisses. It's like you get gifts and stuff. But other than that, you really kind of feel like, for the most part, you're hanging out with a bunch of roommates. And so in a way, I would get involved in these kind of relationships with a woman I really wanted. I wanted love and something coming from her in return. And it was exactly like the relationship I had with my mother. I wanted her to love me, but she didn't know how to, because she was fucked up. And it's just, that's the way it is. And so what happens is, like that, so you learn that pattern. You become emotionally anchored to that kind of pattern, and then you go into your adult life, and it's like you get in the same kind of situation with a girl that's unavailable. And so the key is for you to get out of this situation is to read my book and start applying what I talk about. Read an article that I did a while back called The 3 Different Ways to Seduce Women, which are the 3 different types where you can basically stand there and pretty much go about your life and do nothing, and they'll come up to you and they'll approach you, and you just simply invite them to do things with you. There's a cold approach where you walk up to them and just you blurt right out, hey, I want you, you're amazing. And that's what I would tell you. For you in this situation, I would do anything. And so let me finish with the 3 ways. So the way I think you should approach this is just come around and just say, you look fucking amazing tonight, I want you. When her boyfriend's away or whatever, because that's what you're asking me. But the point being is, if she cheats on you with him, the other thing is that she's in love with this guy. And so what you need to do is you need to get away from her. and let her focus on her boyfriend, and instead of you being the male girlfriend, it's like, don't reach out to her, don't call her at all. And so the other way is like the stuff that I talk about in my book, which is like the low risk thing. So if you're just starting out and this stuff's like really scary for you, just making eye contact with a woman is terrifying, learn the stuff that I talk about in my book, because those are really basic questions that you can use, because women think you're just having a conversation with them, and by their answers, it's communicating to you whether or not you got a shot with them. So before you even risk asking them for a date or a phone number, you know pretty much 99.99% of the time that they're going to say yes, because it pre-screens them so well. And it'll help you build your confidence. So when I post this video on my website, I'll put links to the article, Master the Three Ways to Different Ways to Seduce Women, because you need to start there, because you need to start meeting other girls and getting involved with women who are single and available, because here, this is keeping you totally out of a relationship, and you're probably locked into a pattern that's in a way indicative or reminiscent of the kind of relationship you had with your mother, a mother figure, when you were a child. Because I used to do the same shit, and it's get you nowhere. You've wasted a year of your life, and you're 29 years old, so it's like from 28 to 29, you've basically been doing nothing with your personal life because you've been hanging out with this chick being her male girlfriend. And so I wouldn't call her, I wouldn't text her, I wouldn't reach out to her, I wouldn't do anything. When she texts you, invite her to come on over to your place for a bottle of wine. Just say, why don't you grab a bottle of wine, come over to my place and hang out, and we'll make dinner together. Because that's all you really need to do in this case. And just say, well, I don't think of you in that way. Just say, you know what, we've been hanging out so much, I kind of feel like we're having a relationship, but we're just simply not having the sex. And quite frankly, I really like hanging out with you. And the more I hang out with you, the more I want to hang out with you. But you got a boyfriend, so I really can't do it. I mean, you're a great gal and everything, and it's just I want you. So if we can, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like you gotta make a move. And then if she's really in love with this guy, then she'll probably tell you that you can't do it, blah, 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 and just say, I understand, that's cool, and I respect that. But I just understand I can't keep hanging out with you because you're hot. I fucking want you. I want to touch you. I want to kiss you. I want to make love to you. And it's like, it's just giving me a really bad case of blue balls, and I want to meet somebody, and I can't meet somebody if I'm hanging out with you thinking that something's going to happen. And you just be honest with her, and then walk away when you're done. If she rejects you, you just walk away, and you never look back. And if something doesn't work out with this dude, she'll call you. She'll text you if she feels the same, because there's obviously an emotional connection there with that you're obviously fulfilling a need, obviously being the male girlfriend, but it's not getting you anywhere romantically. It's not helping you in your personal life. So stop reaching out to her when she does reach out to you. Invite her over to your place. Don't take her out. Don't do any of that shit. And then that way, because she's made it clear to you that she's got a boyfriend, and you say she's firmly put you in friend zone, but you just act like a lover because she calls you and wants to hang out all the time, and you just move her in that direction, and she'll either go along with it or she will reject you. And either way, you need either seduce this woman, but you got to keep in mind, if say you do hook up with her and she's still got a boyfriend, well, guess what? If you end up getting together and you think you're going to have this great relationship, she'll do the same shit to you when you get busy and complacent and caught up in your life with whatever the same things are that her current boyfriend has got caught up in his life, and that's why he doesn't spend much time with her at all, and you're spending all this time with her. But like I said, if you get some certainty where you are as far as making a date, and she'll either do it or she won't. And if she won't, just say, well, give me a call if you change your mind. You just walk away. And then practice this stuff that I teach relentlessly on other women. Just set dates on the spot. You walk up to a girl, and if you think she's fucking hot, just say, you're amazing. I want you. When can we get together for a drink? When are you free? Make a date right there on the spot. And don't fuck around. Or if you want the low-risk stuff where you go up to a girl and you're like, hey, what's your name? Oh, my name is Melissa. Hey, it's nice to meet you, Melissa. And you don't volunteer yours. And if she likes you, she'll say, well, what's your name? Or she'll just go, hey, it's nice to meet you too, if she doesn't like you. I mean, simple things like that. There's a bunch of questions in there in my book that I talk about that you can ask a woman and find out where you stand with her so you don't have to risk anything. I mean, it really depends on where you're at. But the point being is you got to get out of this situation because it's a bad way to go, dude. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max. Just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, there's a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, all you have to do is click the button on the right-hand side to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, your tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install it and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and the articles on my website and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website and on the Wibbia toolbar, which will be at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.